Yo, what's up, everybody? This is FireAntzBlazing again, and I'm gonna do a benchmark test on the LG Tribute 2, and I'm gonna give you a list of all the specs that it has right now at the moment. It has 4G, flash, camera, picture, and Bluetooth, and it has Android 5.1 Lollipop OS, 4.5. FWVGA IPS touchscreen display, 5 megapixel camera, 4G and 3G, LTE enhanced, 8 gigabytes of ROM, so that's your memory. You might need an expandable SD card for that, and 1 gig of RAM, quad core Snapdragon 410, 1.2 gigahertz quad core processor, and a 1900 milliamp battery, and up to 32 gigabytes of the card capability. Here's the review. I'm gonna do a small review. It's gonna take about a minute, and it's not much about the phone, but it was a couple of things I actually liked about the phone, a pro and a con about it. The pros about this phone: it fits good in your hand. And it fits sweet, nice in the pocket. I haven't had no problems with this phone being in my pocket, like sticking out a little bit. Always had it. It was always a good phone to use when I was using it the most. I actually had more fun with it, even though it had limited amount of space. I just grabbed an SD card and used it for expandable memory. But other than that, the phone was pretty good. Now, the 5.1 Lollipop, I'm going to pull that up. What they did was they compressed, let's find the system settings. I think they compressed the software a little bit so it could run on the smaller phones with smaller memory, but it run at a fast pace. That's kind of smart for Android doing that, because not too many would do that. Okay, right now I'm in the middle of the 10.2 benchmark test. And this is why I'm going to show you how this phone stacked up against the other phones that came out in the market. But it's at 76%, and right now the benchmark is kicking up. As you can see now, it's a little choppy because of the 1 gig of RAM. That was the only thing that would slow it down. Like, I don't think you would be able to play certain games, like adventure games like this or something, not unless you got like multiple apps open. But multitasking, this phone did pretty good multitasking. It didn't never burn out. It didn't ever slow down. I didn't ever have to reset the phone. Battery life is amazing. You can go all day on one charge, almost all day on one charge, and don't even have to charge the phone up. Like this phone right here, I have not charged this phone. I haven't charged this phone this morning, and looking at it, I'm almost at 50%. But here's the benchmark right here, and you'll see where it's stacked up against the other phones. Alright, let's see here. This phone scored a 22. I don't think you can see that. I'm sorry about that. 22,481. That's what it scored. My previous one, it scored where the HTC One and the G3 was. It was almost up there, but it's beating the it could be beating certain ones. Now here's the multitask. The ability to multitask 32, 23, the runtime 24, 37, and your CPU and your float point. Sorry about that. 1835, 1936, single threaded integers. What you want to see is the RAM and GPU, and there it is right there, and your storage. Now the cons I had about this phone. the storage. Sometimes when you plug it up to the USB, you might want to check to see how much storage is actually on the phone, because this one did not have exactly 8 gigabytes of RAM on it. I mean 8 gigabytes of data, or storage, as you call it. That was the $1. It's good quality, good standards, but it got some flaws up here that makes you wonder, like, wow, is this phone really worth getting, you know? But the phone is worth it if you getting a starter phone. If you just need a phone for Boost Mobile right now at the moment, this phone is worth buying. I'll see y'all later, guys. Peace out. FireAntzBlazing signing out. Have a good one.